Thank you very much. Thank you for the organization and thank you for inviting me. I am Kristof Erьё. I am Managing Director of HeliosStrategia. HeliosStrategia has a Greek name, but it is a French company, and I will present you rapidly my company and the solution we are providing through the world. We are a photovoltaic player, first of all, and we are making a lot of projects all around the world, and the last one was in South America and in Sochi, but I will present you some of the projects that we already made. We have two very strong partners in our shareholder, because the first one is CDC Entreprise, which is the French state, which invests in the company, and it Invest, which is insurance alliance group. They already invest in the company. We have many subsidiaries. We have subsidiary in Russia, and there is Pavel, which is right here. Can you stand up? Pavel, which is our representative in Moscow. In Ukraine, in Tunisia, Belgium, Brazil, and USA already. We are first of all project developer, and we have energy producer, because in some part of the world there is no feed-in tariff, and they ask us to produce energy with a PPA, and we are providing new energy solution. We make all the project. You see a photo of one of the project made in Romania. It was a solar farm. We are making project. It was in Romania in Ploiesti. We make a hybrid solution on and off grid in Ukraine. This is in the center of the city of Dnipropetrovsk. Below in France, we make a lot of residential roof. Eiffage is the third building construction company in Europe, and we make the new roof of Eiffage. We have a lot of experience, and we are making a big project on the ground in Ukraine. And the last project we made was in Sochi for the Olympic Games. It was two projects for the street lighting. This is the second and the third photo you see on the screen. We are making a new solution. We already work with lead acid and neon-lithium battery, but right now we're working with a very new battery, which is a flow battery, and this is exact technology is a redox flow battery, vanadium redox flow, which allow many advantages. And the first advantage is to provide unlimited charge and discharge cycle, and you can make so many charge and discharge cycle as you want. We have a very good warranty on this kind of battery, because it is or 5 year or 10 years warranty, which is quite very good right now. This is the first renewable battery. Why it is renewable? Because after 10 years working, you have to replace 2 pumps and electrolyte inside, and you can reuse it already, and I will present it again later with the solution we already made. Why we choose this kind of battery? Because we speak a lot about diesel generator, and everywhere in the world diesel is increasing, and you see all the curve in every country. You have the chance right now to be in Russia with a very low price, but I think in the future all the prices are going up and growing. This is a problem that we see in the world. There's a lot of lead acid, and it's a consumable battery, and we want to replace it for long-term asset battery, which is quite important right now, because it is a lot of pollution. And we define the ideal battery, which is a long lifetime cost, a cycle life, 100% usable energy, fast charge, which is quite important right now, long-term stable output, and a very good temperature tolerance. There's a power cube. There's two names. There's a power cube and energy name, and this battery allows that that I say unlimited charge and discharge cycle, very fast charging, long product life, up to 10 years, because we see battery working after 10 years. And it is very suitable for very high temperature because we use it in India and Africa. And right now, I think it's very hot and it's very suitable, but I will give you a graph. On this graph, on the top, you see all the temperature in degree on the right. And below, there's 4 battery, green, blue, orange, and red one. And you see the reaction of the battery with very high temperature, because there's a lot of problem right now with high temperature. And this kind of battery allows remain very stable in the time, as you see. So this is some picture of the last generation that we put already in India and in Africa for telecommunication site. And right now we provide a wide range of solution. We have very small battery. We use it especially for telecommunication. We are middle-sized battery and a very big one, but I will present you. The very big one is not available right now, but will be available next year, February. This is a small one. There's 2 capacity, 2.5 and 5 kV for 10 to 30 kilowatt hours. If you take the 5 kV, you can load the battery in 6 hours for the 30 kilowatt hour. On the middle, you have the 30 kV and 50 kV, and it allows till 200 kilowatt hours. And only to have an indication, the price is much cheaper than your lithium battery price, which is quite very good. And this version includes inverters, PCS. There's everything inside. It's plug and play. And this is a very big one. It's on a 40-feet container. It's only inconvenient of this kind of battery because you need a lot of space. And you can store 1 megawatt hour, which is quite a lot. Why we develop this kind of battery? Because we make a big solar park, and there's always peak and on the solar production, and all energy company want to erase this peak. And it's why we developed this kind of battery to make a storage of this peak consumption. It's not possible to work right now behind -5 degrees, but there is many solutions. You have isolated container, and you have to use isolated container in very cold country, which is quite important. And to put inside the battery, but I think in Russia you have many players in isolated container. I see you example of our application in telecommunication field. There's a lot of telecommunication field in the world using genset diesel generator, and would allow a lot of fuel and to bring it in very high level of mountain, and we will replace it. So working like this, there is a diesel generator as a backup system. You have a lead acid battery, and we replace it with a power cube or energy system and with a solar field. I show you a concrete example with the figures. We make a solution in Kazakhstan with on the link side they're using a diesel generator of 12 kV, and they have a very low cost of diesel, $1 per liter, and we calculate investment for 20 years, and we replace it with power cube PV field, and we take the generator as a backup system. And we are making calculation, our engineering department make calculation hour per hour, and we save $150,000 after 20 years, which is quite a lot of money. Huh? And the return on investment is around 7 years. And it could be, the the return on investment could be much better because we were in Colombia, and in Colombia the price of diesel is much higher, and we get the return on investment in only 2 years, which is quite very good. Okay, this is only the advertising that we make for our telecommunication site. We're using it in street application with street light. We have 3 solutions. The prime solution is with gel acid. You put solar panel and gel acid battery directly on the lamp. Prime use is with your lithium. And Serenity is our new solution, and I will explain why we developed this kind of solution. We developed it centralized. We are using LED lamp, and in Africa there was a lot of stolen module or gel battery, and we decided to put everything with fence, centralized, and we are eliminating 1, 2, or 5 kilometer street. It's not a problem. And we are using this kind of solution, which are quite good, but always with LED streetlight lamp. Okay, so only the advantages. It's advertising that we made the minimum. What we are making, it's 1 kilometer of illuminated with solar energy, road illuminated. I just want to speak very shortly because we have a feeling. Sorry, because there's a little problem. As we are producer of energy, but we think the energy tomorrow will be a smart energy, and we're working in the company of a new kind of technology, which is Li-Fi. You know, Wi-Fi technology. Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity, and we're working right now on light fidelity, which is Li-Fi, which is right now a French technology. And while we are working on it, because there's no electrical magnetical pollution right now, and very high-speed internet, 10 times faster than Wi-Fi, you have perhaps difficulty to connect you with Wi-Fi in this space, and with this kind of technology, you have 10 times faster technology. It's only the evolution, and this only the representation of this kind of technology. Everywhere you can switch on the light, and you will have directly internet. It's why I speak about smart energy, because we are producing energy, we store the energy, and after we will have the smart energy, because we provide intelligence through the energy. It was only to show you what we are doing right now, and I have already with me a demonstration kit. If you are interested, I can make you directly a demonstration with 3 lamps to see this kind of technology and how it works. Thank you very much for your attention.
I think we have a lot of battery producers here on the podium, but есть вопросы от зала к Кристофу? Пожалуйста, берите микрофон. Где микрофон? Минутку, пожалуйста. И представьте себе, когда вы даете вопрос. Спасибо.
Турантаев, Институт региональной экономики Севера, университет, СВФУ. И у меня вопрос такой, а вот демонстрационные материалы, вот Li-Fi, где можно посмотреть, где он будет показывать?
After outside, because I have everything here. It's not a problem. I need only electricity, and I will make you a direct presentation. It's not a problem. Because it's quite difficult to make a presentation here.
You said that you have demonstration.
Yes, it's already here, but I make it outside, because here it's quite difficult to make a demonstration of this kind of technology, or I need perhaps a camera or something like this.
You don't have the time for it.
Yes, I think too.
Есть еще вопросы из зала? Спасибо, Марина. У вас был вопрос?
Yes, I have a question. You said that the warranty time is 10 years. Did you mean warranty time for your battery, or this is design life of your battery?
Oh, no, it's a real warranty because there's a monitoring on this kind of battery. There's a monitoring during all the life of the battery. After 10 years, there's already monitoring. And we make some maintenance operations that the battery has no problem till the 10 years of the warranty.
So how many percentage do you count on the top of the price in order to cover this warranty time?
No, your question is important because when you say we are making a battery of 5 kV for 30 kilowatt hours, it's not really the true because our battery is not, for instance, 5 kV but 7 kV, and it's why we upgrade our battery in order to be sure to have unlimited charge and discharge cycle all the life of the battery. And it's true what you say because there's a lot of producers that say they have a 5 kV battery for 30 kilowatt hour, but one of the two figures is not the right one. But we upgrade always our battery in order to have the two exact figures. And there's 100% of tests of discharge all the life of the battery, which is quite important. There's no 80%, 90%, it's 100% because it's flow battery. It's a vanadium redox flow. It was made in Silicon Valley, which is a very good technology right now.
That was my last question. This is not a French patent, this is a US patent.
Yes, it's a US patent. Yes.
Okay.
But we already distribute it here in the area in Russia.
So you are a distributor?
Yes,
for
in Europe.
In Europe, okay. And вопрос еще есть из зала? My last question is, where do you see application for your technology here in Russia? And more specifically, of course, the Far East distributed generation.
No, I follow some presentation here, and I think it was quite interesting. But I think you can have everywhere application. If you are using a genset, a diesel generator, you can put this battery because this battery is a genset killer. It is typical ready-made in order to kill a genset diesel generator. Already, where you are using a diesel generator, you can put this kind of battery with solar solution.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Есть еще? Пожалуйста, да, представьте.
Слышно, да? Якутская энергия, колодец Павел. У меня вопрос технический. Вот вы говорили, что ваш power-куб там в презентации до 50 градусов жары без кондиционеров работает. А с низкими температурами как? То есть до каких требуется... То есть он может работать сам, и из каких требуется обогрев внешний?
It could work completely independent. If you make it in an isolated container, it could work independently. It's not a problem. But you have to load this kind of battery. I don't know what do you mean with independent. Because you need a solution to load the battery. It is solar panel or wind turbine or diesel generator, you have to load this kind of battery. I don't know if I answer the questions.